this is Nori's profile. It got 169 following and 130 like those things as well. 230 followers last month. I have already seen this by the time of date around here for this thing since August. It was the #1 space shuttle hater. How did I those things to get everything to do this as well, to ever get launched to space? I'm not very sure this isn't going to be for round that he hates going up into space, but I'm not very sure that he hates to get all the way to the space as well. So he still have rocket blasters that I'm probably sure rocket starships could be like anything as well, even for to do this as well. It got it for multiple of those series and anything it goes. And the one that fact thing that I just saw for the Gacha Life reference to anything that goes around here. So I'll be gonna be exposed around here, but I'm not very sure. This wouldn't able to be getting so much for one thing as well. So please, I don't like those reference probably for to do this as well. So let's get right here to Nori's Odd Comic Studio. And I wasn't able to be totally that how that I going to get here around here. So the fact is, there must be Gacha Life characters everywhere that I never probably going to saw around here. So since I have seen Gacha Life back in early 2020s, and that a fact I could absolutely hate for this thing as well. Since back in over 10 years ago, I didn't mention that for this YA thing have jumped around and probably fooled itself for one thing as well, a limited app as well for sometimes. Especially not ever that I just going to see things whatsoever that I just not going to be probably to see like whenever it does. So, but right now, I'm not very sure that I didn't remember that I just totally forget everything. I'm probably for very mindless guy when I ever try to do this, what I just going to say. So probably, let's just absolutely going to try again, even very impossible that I just try to do. Whenever that is not going to be over soon. Unless I should be going to be staying in the hands of anything that I just going to see about here. So anything about the Gacha Life haven't released yet for back in the years now. So, because right here since Gacha Life released for someday, in a while ago, for over 5 years ago, I didn't see for whatever it is for around here since 2018. So, I got to find out what is going to be for around the characters as well. I can't able to be showing like anybody as well. And because like everything the rest of the characters are Gacha Life. So, it was owned by Nori. I got used Gacha Life 2 for the most of this. And it's not cool, mini lad, around here for this right now. So, I won't going to be doing like anything as well. Maintained by the owner itself, the Malo, Nubia Nulo, Siblings Forever, and Just a Never Ages Silly Chip. So, I'm probably sure the first section, it got 3 sections, could be for his own characters, including fandom, and there's the owner. So, it was probably on top of like this. The friends section, could everyone add their own folders into their own sections. But there is nothing around here at the submitted sprites. So, it got nothing around here, and that does include the backgrounds. As you can see in the user comics, I probably didn't like anything as well for somewhere. So all the way scrolling down beyond with those guys as well, you might gotta be able to be seeing for Gacha Life reference. Spoiler warning, this isn't going to be for such as well, as I'm going to round to the oldest round of comics. I definitely not going to be seeing like anything as well. And especially it takes too long to load. around here. There must be stuff around here for some kind of the amazing digital circus around here. So I'm not gonna be added for somewhere anywhere for literally one thing. So it can take even for a little bit of while, and I'm not very sure that I unable to be editing again for this longer stuff that I just going to be made around here. So as we're gonna be scrolling around here, the differences between a pancake cookie and right next is Labubu for some kind of a little stuff as well. There's Chuck E. Cheese, and even for a little bit amount of stuff around here. Maybe if we're seeing around of those stuff, and this is his dog. I never probably definitely going to see this dog, but there it is around here for the Gacha Life reference. That the bad news is the ad pop-ups are gonna be everywhere for not using ad blockers that I'm not very sure, because this isn't going to be for exactly how it is until I'm not very sure that bad things happen for around here. So this is actually drawings not around for the Nori's Odd comic studio. So even there must be for some other kinds of guys around as well. This is Pancake Cookie, and there is Labubu Sentaidu. So I'm probably not very sure that we're seeing in the comments section. As we continue scrolling down, there's Parfait Cookie. Even more Gacha Life things are gotta be everywhere on the page 3. So this should be able to be taken in a while. In that time that I won't able to be adding something around as well. So I definitely not very sure that submitted sprites around here is nowhere to be found. So it definitely stops loading, and how am I gonna be disconnected around here for a long time? So in a fewer minutes around of this, it could take it for a little bit of while for somewhere else. So my internet have got anything a little bit worse, but yesterday it got for the internet outage around here for this earlier in the morning. And nothing especially like this is going to be it anymore for around here for a long time as well. Instead of bells like anything as well, there's a huge maintenance around here for some kind of improving child safety reasons, and some kind of that things wasn't going to be for like this for child safety reasons have just changed immediately, because it has already changed that I'm come to my attention around here. So there is a little bit more, and I definitely don't like Gacha Life as well. So I'll be headed around for the oldest comics around here, and this is very terrible as well for some kind of like this for unknown reasons. So it's not gonna be alright, because of the adultive content is not going to be everywhere. And anyways, I love this dog for this thing as well. So I'm probably sure this could be my dog in the garage. So probably for this dog, that could be for Nori's, because I got the same dog as this dog does. I'm probably sure that is went around here for some of the kinds of countries as well. So I definitely going to be at something that I just gotta be used in the studio crossovers, that I absolutely kept things speechless in my mouth. I still don't want to look at this guy, because his own characters are probably females everywhere for around here, and the fandom characters that I just going in, that must be for some kind of Dandy's World characters, but nothing even adding more for round as well is probably limited, because I cannot believe that doesn't gonna be making any sense to add a little bit for these more. So we better not gonna be trying to do this for a little bit sooner. So everything is Gacha Life based characters, like turning into something like the OCs, and because of like probably for unknown reasons, This should be for around for age of 18 users to access this thing as well. If you're probably gonna be posting for some Gacha Live things, I'm not going to look around for anything that it does anymore for around here until it gets deleted shortly, for probably nothing for a long time whenever that it does as well. So we have a surprise for this thing as well, is bears. If you're definitely afraid of bears, that probably you're not going to be seeing this. Maybe this is actually for some kind of a little bit friendly about those bears around here for somewhere. Exactly that this thing has absolutely gonna be tricked you for something as well. When if you're scared about the bears like these, then you're probably not very sure that the bad decisions would happen to you for like this as well. So I'm still probably gonna be adapting for something like anything as well, especially the bears like this. Whenever it sees you, this is actually not some kind of friendly. So this is might absolutely that the bears are completely aggressive, and because you have to be nice at the bears and don't be scared or afraid of them as well, and especially that I just put around 45 penises image on that from the dark section of for this thing as well. And this is probably for the images from stupid idle comic studio that I just using bear images or something whenever it does. So the link is gonna be in the description, but you have to be over at 18 like anything as well. 18 years that you're going to be viewing for this to check out for this comic studio called Nori's Odd Comic Studio, as you might gonna be checking out to the description as well. For viewer discretion is advised for a little bit for one thing that you will not able to be seeing for Gacha Life characters, especially if you're under 18 of age. So, and don't forget to find something else that you're going to be in description into the comic studio, where you'll be absolutely searching from any comic studios or any comic creators you want, or even posts comics from other kinds of comic creators or something. So that was probably it from this video, mini lads, and thanks for watching and for all your support, and I'll talk to you mini lads and comic studio users all later, and I'll be see you right there for like that pretty soon. And don't forget, don't be afraid for that bears, and because they're quite less friendly than yourself that you're gonna be afraid of.